Okay, so let's see. Winnie Greco. Who is that, you may say? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me read to you Winnie Greco. Winnie Greco from Bloomberg is a longtime advisor to New York City Mayor Eric Adams. She used to work for his campaign when he was first running, and then she resigned, and then now she's a volunteer. Keep bear that in mind. So there is a publication in New York called The City, and Winnie Greco, in a gesture of friendship, they say, in a gesture of friendship, hands a bag of hers, Herr, it's a popular brand in the Northeast of potato chips. Well, snack goods. Handed a bag of hers sour cream and onion ripple cut potato chips containing a red envelope with $100 bill and a bunch of 20s enclosed as a gift to a friend. Maybe we all just fell off the back of the turnip truck and they think that this is what people believe. Okay, fine. I have given many gifts to many people and have never, ever put it in a bag of potato chips and says, here's your gift. Girl, bye. Don't nobody, child, please. What? Anyway, so for the recipient, it was a reporter. It was a gift she could never accept. She reportedly told Greco as much on Wednesday, before Greco later asked the publication to please forget about this. It was a gift. Please forget about the gift. This was a gift. Someone gave me this. We was at Jen Lynn's seminar, Healing Energy Work seminar, and they gave me this. It's a dolphin, it has amber, it's gorgeous, especially in person. But it was not wrapped in a bag of potato chips. And then I didn't refuse it, and then they say, okay, just forget about all this. Like, that's not a thing that happens when people give you gifts. This was a gift. And it was sent to me from Amazon, but someone, thank you Selma, sent me this and didn't say, I'm going to send it in a bag of potato chips. And I'm going to say, no, I don't want that. And they say, okay, we'll forget about this. That doesn't happen, ma'am. So Katie Honan, which was the reporter for the city, flagged the incident with her editor. The publication reported it to the New York City Department of Investigations, which in turn contacted the federal prosecutors in Brooklyn, who seized the money. Greco, a volunteer on Adams' re-election campaign, was quickly suspended as Stephen Brill, her lawyer, claimed the incident has been blown out of proportion. Then please put it in proportion for me. You gave a reporter a bag of potato chips, seemingly. Inside the bag was a red envelope stuffed with money. What are we missing? It was a gift. Okay. There was no bag of cash. This was no payoff, the lawyer said. This was approximately $300 given as a gesture. $300 stuffed in a bag of potato chips. This was no bag of cash. This was no payoff, said the lawyer. This was approximately $300 giving as a gesture of friendship to a reporter that Winnie knew and was fond of. Now here's the thing. I have been given money too by people who were fond of me, not people who knew me and we went to school together and things of that nature. Okay, but nobody stuffed it in a bag of potato chips first. And then when I said this is unorthodox and I cannot accept it, oh, please forget about this. If I know you and we're friendly, or at the very least cordial, what prevents you from just walking up to me and saying, here's $300? And what are you giving me money for? Do I have a GoFundMe? Is my ear falling off? What happened? Anyway. Now, Cuomo jumped on, naturally, because he is running against him. And he said that none of my aides handed out bags of potato chips with money stuffed in them for to reporters. He was at some little event and he said that. And then, of course, Mom Donnie got in on it, too. So, Eric Adams is saying this ain't had nothing to do with him because, whatever. Anyway, what I want to know is why did she hand this reporter a bag of chips with $300 in it? What is that all about? What is that all about? It makes no sense. I'm pretty sure. Don't try to flip all my cards up, sir. What is that all about? Why, oh why? The Three of Cups, community and growth, and the Eight of Wands. You wanted her to write something, more than likely. And here's another thing. Was the bag open? Was it closed? Was it chips in there? There's so many questions here. Because you can resell a bag once you open it. I got plenty of gadgets and gadgets for that type of thing. I'm just trying to get the scenario where you would walk up to a person and hand them a bag of chips. Did I look hungry? Is that what you trying to say? Am I skinny? What are you trying to say? And how you know I like hers? Maybe I like Frito-Lay. Maybe I make my own chips. Best chips in the world come from Mexican restaurant, but anyhow. So there is the community and the communication. She wants some sort of communication from the community here. Now, mind you, this is not a reporter. Page of Wands is the reporter card. This is not a reporter. This is a community of. So I also want to know, has she done this thing multiple times? The Two of Wands, there's plans, and the Nine of Swords, stress. Now, I think this was more so to write negative things about the opponents, not positive things about Adams, necessarily. That's just me. I'm injecting my own. That's not necessarily what that says. That's just what my intuition is saying, but I could be biased because this whole thing sounds bizarre. Eight of Cups and the Knight of Swords, though, but she does want you to leave something alone. This is the card of abandonment. The Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, leave something on. This is like rejection of someone and some things, especially big money. This is probably the one way they wanted to counteract. Now, mind you, this was written in Bloomberg. Bloomberg supports Cuomo. And so actual Bloomberg guy supports Andrew Cuomo. So maybe this was some sort of attempt to hit at the big money. Write glowing things about Adams possibly, but definitely write bad things about the other people. Andrew Cuomo had sexual allegations or harassment allegations, which is what ousted him in the first place. So maybe write a little bit more about his past or something. Okay, has she done this thing before? Well, let me, you know what, instead of saying it that way, let me ask it this way. Was that a bribe? Just as a prerequisite for the other reading. Was this a bribe? Because if it wasn't a bribe, then my other question is not really relevant. So Was this a bribe? King of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Dark money. Grease the palm. But it was meant to apply pressure, especially to a man. Okay. Big business. So has she done this multiple times before? Because that's what the Three of Cups would say to me, but I could be wrong in projecting. So, the Hierophant, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, yes. But, not but also I would look into his administration there, Adams, and see who else has gotten boxes of chocolates stuffed with $20 bills and a shoebox stuffed with checks and all these other different types of snacks and goods. Okay, does Adams have any knowledge of these bribes? Is he aware? Did he co-sign? But is he aware? Let me ask, is he aware first? Six of Pentacles, yeah, yes. There he is in the Five of Pentacles, yes, okay. So, did he co-sign? Did he approve of this message? Did he approve of her methods? Mind you, he has a corruption investigation. The Ace of Pentacles. There's your gift and your opportunity. Reading over. Nine of Pentacles, big money too. Ooh-wee. Ace of Cups, a bunch of people. Queen of Swords, Strength card, And the Seven of Swords, This is their theft and the schemes, and the Strength card is all about power over thee, but not force. I'm not banging at your door with the SWAT team. When you need strength over something, there's an alternative route, is what the Strength is telling you. You can do this thing a different way. Okay. 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 So who was this aimed at? What did they want her to do, specifically? What did they want her to do? What did they want her to do? Situation is the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, influenced by the Hangman and the Four of Wands, ending Six of Wands and the Chariot. Work with me. Knight of Wands takes control of a situation when it's getting out of hand. The Two of Pentacles is a juggling while things are out of hand. Because this is the struggle to juggle in the midst of chaos, as I call it. And then you have the Knight of Wands. Like, things are out of hand. Things are not in complete control. I'll say it that way. So help us. And then the Hangman, look at things differently. Maybe a little self-sacrifice and some suspension of your current beliefs. And the Four of Wands are administration. And the Six of Wands is lift us up. And Chariot, work with us. Because the media is apparently the opposite of us, so we want you to work with us. Corruption. Lord. We shall see.